How are you guys holding up? I'm curious how you guys are feeling this masterclass and if there's something that you're worried about in your mix, or maybe there's points that you really love about the masterclass, please let us know. Also, if you have some feedback on socials at Nicky Romero, do not forget to tag me if you have your mix done right with some of these tricks. I'll be really happy to see you guys increasing your techniques and your eventual result in your tracks. Do not forget, I'm also on Twitch and we're going to do a lot of live demo drops. I'm very excited to hear what you guys are thinking, and I want to hear all of your mixes. Now, as we are in the process of mixing, I wanted to go over some additional points before we really dig into balancing the mix. And one of the first and foremost is, of course, your speakers, your room treatment, your headphones. What do you really need? When it comes to my studio, I'm really lucky to be in a situation where I have built my career for roughly 12 years and I could afford myself some really good speakers. So mine are PMCs, which I'm really happy with. Do you really need expensive speakers? No, of course you don't. I started my career with KRK's RP8 and then I changed to VXT8, which was absolutely fine. I've done Toulouse on that, Legacy, I've done Lycoming, we've done I Could Be The One on those. I think Avicii was using Genelec 8050s, which are also amazing speakers. So, you know, basically every speaker is fine as long as you know the quality of that speaker. So if it has some lags, maybe, you know, it doesn't show the perspective of your high frequencies just right enough. As long as you know the do's and don'ts and you know the qualities of the speakers, you're good to go. What I do want to talk about a little bit is the environment, is the acoustics of your room. If you're working in a hotel room, for example, which is most of the time with carpet and a lot of like closets going on, I think the damping of your sound is already quite right. For example, if you're working in an open space, it's going to be a different story. You have a lot of echo going on, a lot of like frequencies that are bouncing back. So I would encourage to invest some money into the acoustics of your room first before buying expensive speakers. You'll be surprised how amazing your speaker can increase by just changing the acoustics of your room. And where do you start? There are some amazing websites that can provide some, you know, starting acoustic packages that can work well for your room. And if you really want to go crazy on this, I worked with Pina, with a company that designed the acoustics for this room. And yeah, I think the acoustics are at least 60% of my sound quality here. If you don't have the money to invest on something like acoustics or speakers, some really good headphones can work well too. There's amazing headphones where you can produce your entire track on as long as you get used to the sound of it. For myself, I use Beyerdynamic and they're just really performing well for me. The 9090 Pro with like the open ear sculptures. For me, I just want to use headphones for reference. It not really is a way to work for me because I need the volume and I need to feel a track and see if it sounds right other than just hearing the track. But you know, if you're on a plane or sometimes you don't have a choice, or maybe you're in a financial situation where you can afford yourself some night headphones, but that's about it. Absolutely fine, guys. I would recommend you to get used to the sound of that what is providing your audio, and you really have a good fundament there.